I spoke earlier with Oded Shenkar about the Chinese economy. He's the author of Navigating Global Business, a Cultural Compass, and a professor in the Fisher College of Business at Ohio State University.
Well, I think China has always been a unique case in many ways. A country and an economy that defied many of the conventions in economics and business. Starting with almost command economy copied from Soviet Union 1950s, all the way to the very interesting and I would say unique hybrid that we have today. It is a combination that we have not seen before, where you have a free market in some respect, I would say even more than the US if you're talking about, say, industry concentration. There are many areas where you would have 10, 15, 20 competitors. Look at retail, for instance, where we have mostly a few large players. And at the same time, government continues to be intimately involved in the economy. We have a business combination that we have not seen before, where a government would have a certain stake and portion would be publicly traded. And we are talking about yet new combinations. Chinese government is talking now about possibly taking a stake in the big tech players. It is not something that we have seen before, so never a dull moment.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about some of the challenges outlined by Xi in his address last week. He talked about difficult, harder efforts by the party needed. He mentioned the banking industry, that it must be much more market-oriented. He said they have to clean up the rules and practices that hinder the vitality of the market. So boil all of that down for us. Talk to me about the potential hurdles out there that must be overcome for China to move forward.
Well, there are quite a few hurdles. I mean, I would say more immediately, it's not just the banking sector. I mean, it's also what is happening outside the banking sector, so-called shadow banking. I mean, various organizations that offer credit outside of normal credit channels and the risks that come with that, including lack of proper monitoring. We have a continuous challenge of switching from an export-oriented to a domestically driven economy. I don't think we are there yet. And we have the tension between the tendency of the government and the party to monitor and maintain control, and the need that Mr. Xi clearly understands of moving toward a free market environment in some respect. There is a tension between those objectives that will be quite difficult to reconcile.